Warning, this podcast contains explicit sexual language and should only be listened to at work if you're looking for an excuse to connect with your HR representative. Additionally, all mentions of the word women include cis and trans women. For my friends who are genderqueer, gender fluid, figuring it out, anything in between, and feel like this conversation is also important for you, you are welcome here.
Will you open up with me? These pages, they can feed your innermost desires. Do you feel inspired? Are you getting what you need? Are you coming curiously? A secret safe with me. And here you can simply be yourself. Jace reads romance. Come on in, come on in, come on.
Hello, everyone. This is Michael, the editor, and you have found Jace Reads Romance, but I wanted to reach out first to give a little background on the sound today. Jace sounds a little rough, but we figured out what the issue was. Let's just say her microphone may or may not have been pointed the right direction. Anyways, I hope you enjoy.
Hi, y'all. This is Jace, she, they, and you found Jace Reads Romance, a community dedicated to empowering women about sex and sexuality through the reading of romance novels. I almost said the reading of Forearms because I'm looking at my notes right now.
Oh
my gosh. Okay, y'all, if you couldn't guess what's about to happen, it is another mini Forearms episode. I am loving these mini-sodes. Absolutely, they make my life. They're just like a bright spot in my month. So here we are. These are the books from July. I know we're a little bit, but I know you are getting these months later. So if you've forgotten all the books I read in July, congratulations. That's exactly the point. You're not getting my wrap up and my Forearms all at once. Let's spread out the love.
we gotta keep you like on your toes, everybody.
On your toes, remind you of the great books that we were reading, all of these things. So in the month of July, I read 21 books. 7 of the 21 books had a forearm moment. We're still on that. About a third of the books I read have a forearm moment. And I have 2 surprises at the end of this episode. 2
Yay.
Quotes about other body parts.
Oh my goodness.
That I just needed to share with y'all. I know. One of them is a very comic quote, and the other one is just a paragraph.
A paragraph?
About a body part. It's like a legitimate paragraph about this. I'm going to count how many periods are in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that is a legit
8, 9, 10. 10 periods are in that second quote.
Yeah, that's a paragraph.
It is a paragraph.
It's a paragraph.
Okay. As I am now expected to have done, I have ordered these in a way that I think y'all will enjoy.
You make me seem like such a taskmaster. God.
Honestly, it's the only demand that Sephi has ever asked of me. Not demand. It's the only type of structure or, real effort that she's ever asked of me is to make this a coherent arc. It's really the least I can do since I am subjecting her to this every single month.
Subjecting, whatever. I have more fun. So much just as much fun as you do.
I do. I have a quote in here that really shouldn't be here, but I have it here for you. Okay, so we're going to start off light, fluffy. These 3 quotes are from The Breakup Lists by Adib Karam. The Breakup List is a YAMM rom-com, so if you're looking for salacious, it's not going to be found in this book. But the reason I have all 3 of them is they are related. And so I'm just going to go one after the other, and then we can comment.
Okay.
First one. I tug him into the theater, my thumb sliding along the cord in his forearm, and I let go as the door swings shut behind us. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two. I trace the cords of his forearms with my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And number three. I stare at him, following the flexing cords in his forearms as he unfolds the chairs. My heart tries to switch places with my lungs.
The organ switching places got me.
It's really cute. I had to keep that in there. It's so cute.
It's so
Honestly,
cute.
I really loved that book. Please go read The Breakup List by Adib Khorram. It was such a sweet, sweet book. But it was very strange to me that, okay, you're mentioning forearms, but only one adjective. One adjective.
One
times.
adjective.
But yeah, the flexing cords, the cords of his forearms. I slide my finger on the cord. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Cord. I love it. Honestly, probably at the age of 16, 17, I did not have many adjectives in which to describe my crushes.
Fair.
Like, hi, you're really cool and you make me feel funny. You know?
The accuracy of that, though.
It's so true. If anyone ever listens to this and you are one of the unfortunate recipients of my crushes back in the day, like, I apologize, but also I don't, because whatever. That was my truth. I
always live your truth.
Yeah, I didn't get cooler with age, so
I would disagree with that.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness.
Although I didn't know you.
You did not know me. So. That's okay. If you want to know what kind of nerd I am, for my 21st birthday, the thing that I wanted most in the world was a first folio facsimile, and I got one. If you don't know what that is, that's all right.
That's okay.
You're cooler than I was.
Wow. I just wanted a drink.
No. Yeah, I got a first folio facsimile by request. I had to send, I said it, and then everyone had no idea what I wanted. And so I had to be like, this is it. This thing is what I want. This very expensive book is what I want. Yeah. Very large, very expensive book.
Right? Oh my gosh.
I know. Okay. Quote number 2, I feel like you'll appreciate this, is from The Awakening by L.V. Lane, which, if you remember, is a kind of sci-fi Omegaverse story. His bulk blocked the light as he approached the bed, his face in silhouette. Dark pants and a white button-down shirt rolled up at the sleeves to reveal corded forearms and broad, capable hands.
Apparently the cords are what is...
I had to put them next to each other. They're not the same tone at all.
No.
But this is the thing. As I'm reading, I'm not thinking about this. Is when I compile them all and I go, oh my gosh, chords. Like, there was that one month where a third of the quotes were all about the veins.
Yes.
This month is all about chords.
You just see the word forearms. You're like, okay, Mark, I will look at it in detail later.
Quite literally, I do. Oh, man. Y'all, one of my favorite things about annotating, especially my physical books now, is as I've brought them to authors to sign and they see my labeled annotations tab, Sierra Simone, the look she gave me when she saw clit, she was like, I'm so sorry. I have to ask you about this. I was like, yeah. I make a note of every time a clit is externally stimulated during penetrative sex. She goes, huh, I'm like, yeah, you do that. So thank you. You can see them. The note, you can see that color is present in my annotations.
I can just imagine her face. Huh. Okay.
Clit. I'm so sorry, but clit. And it's interesting because I know, because I have my system, I don't always label the colors because I always put them in the same order, top one and down. But now I think I'm going to go back and label all of them if I'm going to take them to a signing, because she was not the only one who noticed.
I think you should. I think you definitely should.
I think I should. It's a great conversation starter, for real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Next is from Bagging the Blue Liner by Sienna Trapp. This is literally just for you. This was one that I could have skipped over, but I love sharing these with you.
Yes.
And you'll get it.
Yeah.
Tattoos peeked out from where he'd rolled the sleeves of his navy blue button down over his thick forearms.
Yes, I knew it as like right before you said it. I was like, it's got tattoos. It's got tattoos in it.
It does. It does.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Forearm tattoos are sexy to me.
They are so sexy. I just started a book today, and I have highlighted an entire paragraph that will be in next month's episode, because there is a specific body part that is described. And I just thought, no one has ever written about this body part before, nor should they, honestly. Oh, no. But it's here, and I'm going to share it. Cool. Yeah. So next book is On Rotation by Shirlene Abwobi. And the quote is, "My gaze drifted to his exposed forearms, not muscular exactly, but masculine, with roping veins and long lines of sinew."
I like how I can't remember. Is that a female speaking?
Yes, female doctor, med student.
Okay. So I like that she says they're not exactly muscular, but super masculine.
Again, like masculine, feminine, these are gender terms that have very different meanings depending on what time period you are. They have no meaning. They are whatever is culturally masculine or culturally feminine at this moment. Yeah. You know, if we were 300 years in the past, very different situation. So let's all remind ourselves that gender isn't real. No. But I love that. And I won't forget, at one point, you mentioned, you're like, how, like, do the people study phlebotomy because of how many veins are mentioned? And Shirley Abwobi is a cardiologist. Like, she knows her shit when it comes to the veins. So yes, she has. Next, we have Vanessa Jared's Got a Man by LaQuette. If you all remember, this is an older romance. They're both in their 40s. I fucking love them. Yeah. And there are more coming. There are more people in this storyline who are getting books, and I'm very excited. She placed gentle fingers on his exposed forearms. As soon as her skin connected with his, she knew the gesture was a mistake. The prickle of smooth hair underneath her fingertips was more tempting than a glass of ice water in hell.
Ooh, I like that description at the end. That's good.
I do. I like it the way I liked the quote in the Rachel Lynn Solomon book, Business or Pleasure, about touching his forearm. Yeah. How that can be a very sensual place.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because it is, I mean,
it's very sensitive.
It's very sensitive. And I have naturally sensitive skin everywhere, but yeah, you touch like, another section of Steffi's secrets. Ooh, that's fun. But yeah, you touch right there, like just gently running your fingers up and down. Yeah, that's a moment. Uh-huh. Next book is Better Than Fiction by Alexa Martin. I can't help the way my eyes drop to his biceps and forearms as the muscles flex from his wrist to his shoulder when he pushes his palm against the stone beneath him for leverage. Damn. Okay. Honestly, I'm pretty sure this moment was not like they're not having sex in that one. I did have a quote when they were having sex and she mentions his forearms. I'm pretty sure he's trying not to puke from altitude sickness in this moment.
I was going to ask him, like, what are they doing? Is he doing push-ups? What is happening?
No, I'm like 80% sure he's trying not to puke from altitude sickness.
That's a great moment to find a man sexy when they're trying not to,
right?
Or a person in general sexy when they're trying not to hurl.
Yeah, I feel like maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. Who knows? It doesn't matter if I'm wrong because it's a fun quote.
Exactly. Oh, okay. I hold on real quick before we continue.
Yes.
I want to just have a little anecdote because it's funny.
Yes.
Again, just a slight look into
Steffi's secrets.
Steffi's secrets. Except not really. So I was talking to my mom. This has to do with not the quote you just read, but the book before it.
Ooh, Vanessa Jared's.
Yes. So they have the Golden Bachelorette now on TV. Yeah.
No, I don't, but I'm okay, great.
Yeah. So I told my mom, I said, hey mom, if the Golden Bachelorette is a hit, maybe you should apply.
What'd she say?
Yeah, she flipped me off.
Yeah. It's I think we've shared dating shows are like hockey to me. I don't watch them. I don't understand them. In real life, I have no interest about them, but I don't mind reading a book about them. I don't mind.
I think they're not reality for sure. They're scripted as hell, but I don't get them.
I have never watched an episode.
Me either.
I think I shared it. It's like the only thing that I watched was Eliminate back in I'm so old, y'all.
Eliminate!
Eliminate. I know. There's I might only have been one episode and it was literally burned into my brain where the dude had there was this one contestant that won every challenge, every connection, answered everything right. And then this other girl was like, I'm blonde and hot and play with my boobs in front of you. And he picked her at the end. And I was
of course,
that has ruined my faith in men at this age. Already my faith in men is ruined.
Not even surprising.
Yeah. No, it's not surprising. Also, I'm old.
For all of you younger listeners out there, go look up Eliminate and just check it out.
Oh my God, right? Honestly, I the lack of knowledge I have about social media and trends and things. I'm I don't fucking know. All right. The final book in the vein of Forearms. I had to.
Yeah, of course you did. I mean, I would have been mad if you didn't.
Thank you. The Fake Dating Game by Timothy Janowski. We have 4 forearm quotes here. Not all of them are salacious, but y'all, there are 4.
Wow.
I know. This is another MM romance written by a man, so different. Mm-hmm. First one. He's got pouty lips, bedroom eyes, and nice, veiny forearms emerging from the rolled-up sleeves of his white shirt, which should be against dress code and the law, maybe.
I like that. And the law, maybe.
So, just understand, we're going to skip. You have no idea what's happening in context for this next quote. Truth be told, he's not looking any better. His untucked shirt goes down past the edges of his thighs, making him look like a child playing dress up in his dad's work clothes. I hadn't noticed how cartoonishly large it was on him earlier today, probably because I was too busy staring at his forearms and being frustrated.
Sexually frustrated. That's what he means.
That's what he means. Sexually frustrated. Okay.
I know it took a lot to get there, but I love that. Like, oh wow, your clothes don't fit, and I didn't even notice because I wasn't staring at your clothes.
Exactly. I love it.
All right. The foremost thought in my mind is beating Leo. Smugly sexy Leo, whose forearms are not so secret weapons, which I think he realizes judging by the way he rolls up his sleeves a little bit more each time I land on a property he wants. Is it flirtation or a tactic? I can't tell, but the distractions of this game and his strong-looking flexed hands are welcome.
Are they playing Monopoly? What are they playing?
Yes, they are. They're playing Monopoly. They're playing Monopoly.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
I do like the idea of Leo realizing that he's like Holden's obsessed with his forearms, and so every time he just a
little bit more
shows a little more forearm. I love it. It's like strip poker, but not. Oh man, and then this last one is a short and sweet. When I finally find the nerve to open my eyes, I notice a practically hairless, defined forearm. Pronounced veins snake in braided twists up its interior.
Wow, that is some hefty concentration on those veins.
Apparently, you gotta love some veins.
Apparently.
Well, we do know he has nice veiny forearms from quote number 1.
Yes.
So we started with chords and we end with veins. All right. Here you go. Here are your bonus quotes. The first one is from the breakup lists. And I love this quote because so often the love interests are romanticized, their perfection and their imperfections or whatever. And just listen. So you don't need to know what is said before this, but we're starting with mid-sentence. Right above the flattest ass I have ever seen in my life. I've never had a close-up look before. Despite what swimming has done for his back, it hasn't done anything for his ass.
That is the most amazing quote ever. Oh my God.
You understand why I had to highlight it.
Absolutely. Oh my God, that is so...
Oh my gosh. I know. I loved it so much.
That is beautiful. I love it. Great. I love it doubly because it's hilarious. And it's also like you said, it's highlighting an imperfection that doesn't normally happen in a romance novel. So
no, normally it's like, look at that juicy behind.
Exactly. Oh, that's so funny. I love it.
All right. And now we are ending on a paragraph. A paragraph.
Yes.
About a certain body part, which will be very apparent when I start it. It is from Better Than Fiction. So now he's standing in front of me in nothing but his swim trunks and chest. Just chest. Everywhere. And I've forgotten how to human properly because I can't stop staring. I knew he was in shape. He's mentioned CrossFit enough for me to know he actually does it and it isn't just a joke. But what I maybe wasn't expecting was how his skin would glitter like the skin of some kind of tan vampire who feeds off the lust of people around him. I didn't think he would have the perfect amount of chest hair. Not too much that it's a coat, but enough that I know he doesn't wax. Or that his abs would be rippling like he lives in the gym. You can tell he works out, but he likes beer and burgers. His body is hard and it's soft.
That is my favorite thing you have ever brought to a Forearms episode, ever.
Oh, really?
Yes. I love that. Also, Twilight throwback. That was beautiful. But what I love most about it is that it highlights the fact that strong, healthy bodies aren't necessarily going to look like they have 6-pack fucking abs. Like, it's not going to be that way. They're going to have a little bit of fat around the middle because that's how it works. So I like that it highlighted that a lot.
Mm-hmm. It was a very funny moment in the book too. Like, everything just stops. And it's like her chest.
Yeah.
Which I loved. It was a very fun moment.
I love it. That's beautiful.
So that's it for July. That is what I have brought to the table for y'all. Safi, thank you for joining me on this amazing journey. And
Always.
I fucking cannot wait to share some of the stuff that I found this month.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
That's it for today, y'all. This has been a 3 Paws Productions podcast. Our producer is Seffi. Michael Achenbach is our patient editor. Our theme song is written and performed by Diana Weishauer. You can find show notes and so much more at jacereadsromance.com. That's JAYCE Reads Romance. Follow along on TikTok and Instagram at Jace Reads Romance. If you'd like to ask a question or share a story for the podcast, call and leave a message at 661-JACE-RR. That's 661-529-2377. Or send an email to jace@jacereadsromance.com. Finally, like and subscribe so you can get every episode when they drop. You can also leave us a review to help others find us. And remember, this is Jace holding space for you.